1, 2, 3, test, test, test. 1, 2, 3, test.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the September 25th meeting of the City Plan Commission. I'm Alfredo Borrego. I chair this commission, and I call this meeting to order at 1:30 p.m. Commissioner Reyes.
Thank you, Chairman. Statement to the public. The City Plan Commission has sole and final approval authority over subdivision maps, which is statutory limited to a ministerial examination of the application's conformance to all applicable code provisions. The staff report for an agenda item may include conditions, exceptions, or modifications. The Commission may approve the item with all staff report conditions, exceptions, or modifications, including additional measures regarding the item as imposed by the Commission. Otherwise, the staff report with all modifications, exceptions, and conditions is approved. An applicant shall comply with all provisions of the staff report. Commissioners shall consider all agenda items other than subdivision items in the form of public hearing. The normal process is as follows. First, the Commission will hear a staff report followed by a statement from the applicant. When members of the public may speak, followed by the final statement from the applicant. Finally, the matter will be closed for further discussion or a motion among the Commission. The Commission shall then make a recommendation, and that will be forwarded to City Council.
Thank you, Commissioner Reyes. Mr. Segovia.
Oh, I'll take care of this.
Oh, you'll take
Yes,
care? Okay.
for
I'm
now
sorry.
still. So
Okay.
Luis Zamora with Planning and Inspections.
Mr. Samara.
We do have a couple of changes to the agenda. Item 2, this is SUSU 25-000A1 for Cotillo Estates 23. The request is to postpone for 4 weeks. Again, this is item 2, SUSU 25-00081, postponed for 4 weeks. On item 8, we have a minor revision. The case name should be SUSU 25-00064. Again, and this is for Modesto Gomez Park subdivision. It shall read SUSU 25-00064. Now, on item 11, this is being there's a request to be deleted, and this is for BZST 24-00011. This is for property at 7681 Barton Street. Again, the request is to delete this item 11, BZST 24-00011. Other than that, we do have a couple of revised staff reports. And then just to kind of point out, let me just confirm, 8 and 9 are related. We're not asking that they be heard together, but they are related.
Right.
And then just for clarification on item 11, since it's being deleted, just for the public, this item, once it comes back, if it comes back, notification will be sent to all the property owners as required per city code.
Mr. Zamora, so item 11 is deleted, not postponed.
Correct, deleted.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Zamora. At this moment now, we move on. Oh, I need a motion for the changes to the agenda.
Motion to approve changes to agenda?
We have a motion and a second to change the agendas as stated by Mr. Zamora. Any discussion? Seeing and hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. We're now going to move to the public comment. And that's for anybody that wants to speak to us about anything that is not on the agenda, but that would like to make statements to the City Plan Commission. For that, I have one, Mr. James Arthur Lyle. Mr. Lyle, you'll have 3 minutes. Please state your name, 3 minutes, and Mr. Smith will keep tab of the time.
I hope I don't take longer than 3 minutes. It's the first time I've been to the City Plan Commission in quite a while. Many years ago, I was served with privilege and honor on the City Plan Commission. I was the vice chairman and the chairman of the City Plan Commission, and during my tenure, we rewrote the zoning ordinance for the city of El Paso. So I like to think I know something about planning. I'm here to talk to you all about a couple of things. First of all, I'd like to talk to you about the downtown uptown plan. That was accepted by the city council, so it's in place. There are a host of problems that have been submitted which regard the implementation of this program. There are some huge problems, and there's been some misrepresentation, in my humble opinion, by urban planning about some of the implementation. First of all, they have proposed ADUs, which is an additional dwelling units. We always referred to those as mother-in-law houses, but they proposed ADUs all over El Paso, Texas. Today, if you wanted an ADU on your property, you would have to go to the Zoning Board of Adjustment and get their blessing. What is proposed is ADUs anywhere. All you have to do is get permission to do or get a building permit to do an ADU. Number one. Number two, they have proposed that the ADU is possible without the ownership of the property. In other words, someone else can put an ADU on your property. Part and parcel of some of this is they're doing away with the setback requirements for the ADU. That means you can go zero lot line with these ADUs. This is a terrible plan. We thought initially that if this was going to be part of the downtown uptown plan. No, this ADU deal is proposed for our entire city. This is not only bad planning, it is atrocious planning. Everybody in this room, I'm sure, probably owns a home. A home is something that is the biggest asset in most families' life. What this
Sir.
ADU,
So I'm sorry, sir, you've reached your 3 minutes.
Motion to
Mr.
grant more
Lyle.
time?
How much more time do you need?
I do need a little bit more time.
What's a little bit more time, please?
I have no clue.
Can you make it as quick as possible, and we'll
I'll-
grant you
I'll-
some more
I'll
time?
do- I'll
Another
do
2
my dead
minutes.
level best.
We'll
Yes,
do
sir.
another 2 minutes, please. Thank
try.
you.
I'll try. In any event, what this means is that if you own a piece of property, someone can build an ADU right next to you without getting permission, frankly, from anybody. What that bottom line is going to do with your home is it's going to devalue your property. Bad, bad, bad planning. Number two, part of this implementation does away with on-site parking for the residences in the downtown, uptown plan. There are 6 neighborhoods that are going to be affected. Terrible, terrible, bad news, because that forces all of the parking onto the streets. Many of the mature neighborhoods that are affected, the streets are not designed to handle off-street parking. Lastly, and I'll be quick on this one too, this is the second part of what I wanted to discuss with y'all, and I want to read this, please. This is an email that I'm sending to the mayor and council. Please permit me to offer a suggestion to you folks who run our wonderful community and also express a criticism. Our city currently has 2 planning entities, which are city planning and urban planning. Our city planning department is well-run, well-intentioned, very professional, well-educated, and extremely beneficial to giving guidance to planning for the today and tomorrow future of El Paso. Urban planning, on the other hand, is creator of the terribly flawed downtown uptown plan. Urban planning is engaged in planning in a vacuum with little transparency or oversight. Often there is no interface
Sir,
or communication.
You've reached your additional 2 minutes.
I'd like to finish. I'm close.
Finish.
Thank you.
Make it quick, please.
Often there is no interface or communication with our city plan department. It makes eminent sense that El Paso does not have 2 planning entities. It is my suggestion that we do away with this obvious redundancy and place urban planning under the city plan department so that urban planning has proper oversight and our community planning emanates from one source. I hope you will consider my suggestion in the spirit in which it is offered. El Paso needs 1 planning entity, not 2. I would ask the City Plan Commission that y'all look very, very closely at the 2 things I've talked about. There's some bad stuff going on here with this uptown, downtown implementation, and also we need to get control of urban planning. They're out of control. And
Thank you,
very
Mr.
much.
Lyle. Thank you for coming up here. And thank you for your service to the City Plan Commission in the years behind. Thank you.
It was my pleasure.
Is there anybody else that would like to speak to this commission at this time? This is public comment on things that are not related to the agenda. If you want to speak to the agenda, you can wait till it comes up. Hearing,
If you're online and would like to speak under call of the public, *6 to unmute your phone. This is items not on the agenda.
one more time, call to the public on items not on the agenda. If you're online, *6 to unmute. Hearing none, public comment is closed. Commissioners, we move to the consent agenda.
Motion to approve?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. Any discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. We now move to item number 6. It's a little 6. And for that, we have Mr. Fuentes. Welcome, Mr. Fuentes.
Good afternoon, Chair, members of the Commission. Saul Fuentes with Planning and Inspections. Item 6 on the agenda is Sunridge Unit 16, involving a major preliminary application. Here's an aerial view of the development. This development is within city limits, and it is east of Joe Battle Boulevard and south of Montwood Avenue. Here we have an the aerial view showing the subdivision superimposed over the aerial imagery. The applicant is proposing to subdivide 2.56 acres into 12 lots for 24 residential units, 1 lot for common open space. Lots range from 6,343 square feet to 7,805 square feet in size. The open space lot is 2,436 square feet. Drainage will be conveyed through surface flow with an underground stormwater system to an existing regional ponding site. Access to the subdivision shall be from Nervin Court, and this application was reviewed under the current subdivision code. Here we have an image of the preliminary plat. The applicant is requesting one exception pursuant to El Paso City Code, that is to waive the dedication of 19 feet of right-of-way and the construction of 9 feet of roadway and 5 feet of planter strip for Nervin Court, Section B. Here we have the required and proposed cross-sections for Nervin Court, Section B. Here we have the required and proposed cross-sections yet again. And then here we have the existing conditions for Nervin Court. Again, the exception is to meet existing conditions. The exception meets the evaluation. And to conclude, staff recommends approval of Sunridge Unit 16 on a major preliminary basis and recommends approval of the exception being requested from the City Plan Commission. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fuentes. Mr. Fuentes, the storm water would drain to that pond right south of it, right?
It would be to the north. There's an existing regional pond to the north.
Not the one that looks right next to it? No,
No, I believe that is that's a park. Let me
the one on the
switch to
bottom.
there.
No?
Correct. No, yeah, it wouldn't, I don't think it would drain. It would drain to, yeah, there's one to the north as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Commissioners, questions?
Is this subdivision going to be under the landscaping regulations that require 1 tree in every yard?
Correct. The subdivision will be up to code with all landscape regulations.
Thank you.
Other questions, commissioners?
So they're removing the parkway pretty much, they're, the landscaping and is that what, why is that, why are they removing that?
Correct. So the abutting subdivision, like in Nervin Court, it also only consists of sidewalks, so they're asking to continue that kind of construction as well.
Little subdivision, it's not really continuation of anything. I don't see why they can't provide a little bit of parkway there. And then I guess the slide before that, can you go to the slide before that? And it showed, yeah, what is that? Is that a hole in the ground there? What was there before? So they're covering up pond area?
Correct. That is also a ponding area.
And that used to serve what?
I believe it also serves, it'll partially serve the subdivision.
And it's no longer needed, or it's not required to capture the water anymore?
No, I think it would be serving the subdivision currently. But there is also another pond north of the subdivision as well.
But the capacity, so you have a pond and you're covering it up. I mean, I don't understand. If it was there before, where's the water that's going there now? Where is it going?
That pond is not being covered up. I don't know if there was a
Well, you're
confusion.
building on top of it, aren't you?
No, the pond's not being covered up, sorry.
Well, you have that orange square. There's like
Correct, the pond is, the subdivision is north of the pond.
so it's not a pond right now.
Correct, it's not a pond
Okay,
right now.
okay.
No.
The picture looks like kind of looks like a pond right there now.
Mr. Smith?
Yeah, if I might, so Kevin Smith for the record. So the area being subdivided is the area in orange that currently is, I believe, undeveloped. The area to the south is a pond,
Okay.
which I believe that's where the water is being directed
To
to.
that, next to it, okay,
Correct.
okay, got that. All right, thank you.
Any other questions? Commissioner Uribe?
Good afternoon. I'm glad this is getting developed. A couple of questions. What happened to the easements at the edge of this property? Because I know all these lots have a access easement for people to be able to drive through. And just as a suggestion, how come we're not connecting to the lot next to it so we can continue developing north of the property?
Correct. So right north of the subdivision, that would be already the ETJ. Truly, the city limits only border the abutting subdivision and this, the subdivision, the proposed subdivision, which is highlighted in orange. As for easements, could you expand on the question?
I know these parcels have a access easement on the edge of each parcel. So the question
Please
is,
speak into the microphone.
I know these 5-acre lots, when they were developed, they all had a 10 feet access easement on the edge of each property. So are you going to eliminate that easement?
The only easements that are being vacated via the plat are some easements to the rear. I can turn the question to the applicant to talk more about the easements as well.
Any other questions, commissioners?
While we discuss, can we pull up the plat? Probably the preliminary. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, Mr. Fuentes. Can the applicant please? The applicant? Mr. Applicant, are you on the phone for item number 6? Mr. Applicant, CEA Group? One more time, CEA Group? I guess they didn't show up. Guess it's not important to them.
Good afternoon, Commissioners.
Okay,
Good
there he
afternoon,
is.
Commissioners. Jorge Escarate with CA Group.
I can't hear you. Can you speak up?
So the question regarding the easement.
please state your
they are
name?
being Jorge Escarate with CA Group for the record.
Thank you.
The easements that are being, that I think Commissioner Uribe mentioned, are being vacated along the north, the east, and the west side of the property. They are, what he stated, there are some access easements that were used for the 5-acre tracts, but these are being vacated. And in addition to the providing access to the abutting property, actually the abutting property owner has, to the east of us, has already developed their truck yard, fully developed. They filled the site, fenced it in. And they've actually, we've coordinated with the county, but they can't do anything about it. So they're already fully operation, expanded their facility from a 5-acre site to a 10-acre site for a truck yard facility. So that's why we are not providing access, because there's no way to continue that access point at this time.
Do you concur with staff's comments?
Yes, sir, we do. We concur with all staff comments as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioners, questions to the applicant? Commissioner Uribe?
I just saw my notes here, and there is an access road that's already has been purchased by the county, so I see there's an access to the adjacent lot, so thank you.
Any other
Yes,
questions?
sir. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I just have one question. And again, as asked it earlier, why are you removing the full parkway through there? Is there a reason why you have to remove that parkway completely?
Yes, as a matter of fact, this was part of a plan that actually the owner hired a architect planner out of Arizona, Phoenix, trying to develop some type of duplex townhome community that is very similar to what they utilize out there in Phoenix, and has been very successful. So they're trying to replicate some of that, and then in those type of developments, since it's small communities, when they typically exclude the parkways and then give it to the lot to have a lot a little bit more. I guess have the lot be landscaped instead of having the parkway, and that was just a concept that we worked with the architect and the land planner out of Arizona.
You satisfied with it?
Thank you.
Any other questions to the applicant? See none, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Commissioners, item number 6 is before us.
Motion to approve Uribe.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve item number 6. Any more discussion?
Yes, I for one, I don't agree. I understand that this is a concept from Arizona, but no landscape at all. I mean, it's just, it just seems you got a little bit of greenery in their plans or in front. I mean, I personally don't agree with that.
See what you mean. Any other comments?
They have a landscape median right at the entrance, which I don't totally understand because there's not a direct turn-in from what I can see, but there is going to be, from pretty much everywhere you can see except for, I don't know, 3 lots in the back, a landscaped median at the entrance, and then every lot is going to have a tree on it. They won't be issued a certificate of occupancy without a tree. So I understand that the parkway helps with speed, because a tree there would help if there was a car accident or anything, but nobody by the time they get here is really going to be going fast enough for that to be enough of an issue for, at least I don't think enough of an issue for those 5 feet not to be given to the square footage of the house.
Mr. Fontes, is she correct on the 1 tree per house?
Correct, yeah.
And on the
per
landscaping?
Per the landscaping owners. And I do want to add that the abutting subdivision also does not have parkway. It's just sidewalk. So as previously mentioned, it is to meet existing conditions for the
Thank you,
abutting
Mr.
subdivision.
Fontes. Thank you. Any other comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
Nay. Oh, sorry, nay.
Roll call, please.
Okay, this is going to be on item number
6.
6. I'm going to call your name. Let me know how you vote. Commissioner Badillo? Aye. Commissioner Borrego?
Aye.
Commissioner Hanson?
Aye.
Commissioner Rodriguez?
Aye.
Commissioner Uribe? Aye. And Commissioner Reyes.
Nay.
So I have 5 ayes and 1 nay.
Motion passes. Thank you. Now move to number 7. For that, we have Ms. Aguilar.
Good afternoon, Chair and members of the Commission. Mirna Aguilar with Planning and Inspections. Item number 7 on the agenda is Canutillo ISD Alderete Middle School and a major combination application. This development is within the city of El Paso limits and is located east of Wrestler Drive and north of Northern Pass Drive. The applicant is proposing to subdivide 20.19 acres of land to create 2 lots. Stormwater drainage will be managed by on-site ponding. Primary access to this subdivision will be from Cimarron Canyon Drive, and this development is being reviewed under the current subdivision code. Here we have the preliminary plat. Here we have the final plat. And with that, staff recommends approval with condition of Canutillo ISD Alderete Middle School on a major combination basis as it complies with Title 19 requirements. And the condition being that the rezoning of a portion of the proposed subdivision be approved by City Council prior to recordation of the final plat. Currently, the subdivision is under 2 different zonings. And for the subdivision to be complete, they need to be under only one as a whole lot. That rezoning will be presented to you guys as a later, in the future. And that concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Aguilar. Commissioners, questions?
What is planned on these lots?
A middle school.
School, middle school?
A middle
Oh.
school for Canutillo, ISD.
Okay, thank you.
And all they're asking is that it be zoned correctly and fix all the issues with it before they start.
Correct.
Any other questions? Thank you, Ms. Aguilar. Can we hear from the applicant?
Fernando Estrada from SLI Engineering, and we concur with all the comments.
Questions for the applicant?
I have a question.
Go ahead. Commissioner Uribe.
Is the lot right now a ponding area, or it looks like...
No, it's gonna be, we wanna, well, it's not gonna be designed by SLI, it's gonna be designed by CSA, but it's gonna be, all the ponding areas is gonna be within the pond, within the site. It's gonna be on-site pondings.
And if I could just chime in real quick, Kevin Smith again for the record. If you look at the, where it's at, can we go back to the aerial, please? This is actually a bit elevated above Wrestler. So it's actually at a higher elevation than Wrestler here. Although it does appear that way, but it is elevated a number of feet above. Yeah,
So it's not holding any water right now? You're not, no?
not that I'm aware of.
And is there any arroyos or any floodplain issues there?
No.
No? Okay.
Any other questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Commissioners, item number 7.
Motion approved?
We have a motion and a second to approve item number 7. Any more discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we're going to hear items number 8 and 9. And being that number 9 is a public hearing, we'll do the public hearing for both 8 and 9. And for that, we have Ms. Aguilar again.
No, first we're going to present number 8 and then number 9. They're related, but they're not presented together.
If I might,
Well-
Mr. Chair. Yes, Luis Zamora for the record. Yeah, so they are related, 8 and 9. We asked that they are taken separate, just to avoid any confusion between the two. But they are related, therefore the same
Okay, but I
property.
thought you said we'll hear them together.
No, I tried to clarify it, but if I
Okay, that's fine.
confused you, I'm so sorry.
Okay. This is number 8 only. Ms. Aguilar.
Hi, good afternoon, Chair and members of the Commission. Mirna Aguilar with Planning and Inspections. Item number 8 on the agenda is Modesto Gomez Park subdivision on a major combination application. This development is within the city of El Paso limits and is located north of Cesar Chavez Memorial Highway, Loop 375, and east of US Highway 54. The applicant is proposing to subdivide 26.58 acres of land to create one lot to formally dedicate to the use of a public park. Stormwater drainage will be managed by surface runoff to a regional pond. Primary access to this subdivision will be from Edna Avenue, and this development is currently being reviewed under the subdivision code, current subdivision code. Here we have the preliminary plat. Here we have the final plat. And with that, staff recommends approval with condition of Modesto Gomez Park subdivision on a major combination application as it complies with Title 19 requirements. Again, the condition being that the rezoning of a portion of the proposed subdivision be approved by City Council prior to the recordation of the final plat. Again, I have a zoning map showing you how the property has 2 zones, just like previously mentioned. And this rezoning will be presented after this one. And that concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Aguilar. That park's been there for many years.
Right.
Okay, and being that we're going to add about $7 million, I think the city wants to get it all correct. Let's correct all the stuff that in the past was wrong. Am I correct?
You are correct.
Okay.
This is a cleanup to make it legal
You got it.
to be able to improve it with the correct permits needed.
And
Thank you.
if I could just add, Mr. Chair, this probably will not be the last item you see regarding to clean up some of the properties, make sure it's all properly subdivided, it's properly dedicated, and that the zoning is cohesive as well. The use is not changing. It's going to stay a park, it's going to remain a park, and actually this will give it, some greater security, being formally dedicated and accepted by the city of El Paso as a dedicated park.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Any other questions, commissioners? No? Can we hear from the applicant?
Fernando Estrada, SLI Engineering. We agree with the comments.
Any questions for the applicant? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Commissioners, item number 8 before us.
Motion to approve?
We have a motion and a second to approve item number 8. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. All right, now we'll move to the public hearing on item number 9. And for that, I think we have Ms. Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, Chair and members of the Commission. Alejandra Gonzalez with Planning and Inspections. Item 9 on the agenda is a rezoning request for the subject property located at 4600 Edna Avenue. Here's an aerial of the property, which is 3.78 acres in size and is currently used as a public park. The use of the park will remain. This property is located north of Cesar Chavez Memorial Highway, Loop 375, and east of US Highway 54. The applicant is requesting to rezone the subject property from N1 light manufacturing to R5 residential. The proposed rezoning will serve to consolidate the property under the same zoning district for the existing use of Modesto Gomez Park. Future land use map for the central planning area designates the property as O1 Preserve. Here we have the conceptual site plan that shows the existing public park, and the area highlighted in yellow is a portion of the rezoning request. Main access to the property is from Edna Avenue. The conceptual plan is not being reviewed for compliance and is not binding. As I mentioned, the existing park will remain. Here's an image of the subject property taken from Edna Avenue. Properties to the northeast and west include a wastewater facility and are zone M1. To the south, we have the existing public park which is zone R5. Public notices were mailed to the property owners within 300 feet on August 13, 2025, and the Planning Division has not received any communication in support nor opposition to the request. With that, staff recommends approval of the rezoning request. And this concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. Again, this rezoning is just a cleanup. You might not remember because none of us were alive. That used to be an old dump for the city, and then they put the Disneyland there, the stormwater there, and a lot of trash is buried deep down there. That's why that area is always curving as you pass through the border highway. TxDOT had fixed it and it was good, but eventually you see those whoop-de-doops because it was an old landfill way many times. And then when it was made a park, I guess back then they didn't clean up the rezoning, and all we're doing is removing that pizza pie style and making it and cleaning it up, correct?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Any other questions? Seeing none, can we hear from the applicant?
Fernando Estrada, SLI Engineering, and we agree with all the comments.
Any other questions for the applicant? Thank you.
Thank you.
At this time, being a public hearing, I'm going to open it up to public hearing. If there's anybody on the phone in the public that would like to address item number 9, now's the time to do it. Star 6 to unmute. One more time, public comment for item number 9, star 6 to unmute. Seeing and hearing none, public comment is closed. Commissioners, excuse me, item number 9 is before us.
Motion to approve?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve item number 9 on the rezoning. Any other discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. With that, we move to item number 10. Ms. Gonzalez.
Good afternoon, Chair, members of the Commission. Alejandra Gonzalez with Planning and Inspections. Item number 10 on the agenda is a rezoning request for the subject property located at 529 Shrub Street. Here's an aerial image of the property, which is 0.5 acres in size and is currently vacant. This property is located east of Jarbor Drive. The applicant is requesting to rezone the subject property from RF to R3A residential, and the proposed rezoning will serve to consolidate property under the same zoning district to allow for a single-family dwelling. The future land use map for the Mission Valley Planning Area designates the property as G3 post-war. Here we have the conceptual site plan showing the portion of the rezoning request highlighted in yellow. Main access to the property is proposed from Shrub Street. The conceptual plan is not being reviewed for zoning requirements and is not binding. Here's an image of the subject property taken from Shrub Street. Properties to the north and east include single-family dwellings in our zone R3A and R3. To the south, vacant lot is zone R5, and the property to the west includes a shopping center, which is zone C1. Public notices were mailed to the property owners within 300 feet on September 10, 2025, and the Planning Division has received an email in support of the request from Mission Valley Civic Association as of September 24, 2025. With that, staff recommends approval of the rezoning requests. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. Questions, Commissioners?
Can you go back to the layout of the, of this property?
The pizza slice, again?
I guess the one that shows the aerial is, there's an adjacent property there. Is that the same owner, the one that's right next to it? The one that's, I guess, kind of, that little wedge, is that the same owner?
Yes.
So they're just, okay, I'm just wondering, because it's kind of landlocked, so they're just combining it.
Yeah, if I might, as Mr. Borrego says, the pizza slice is part of the larger portion, but then if you look to the east, it connects to Schwab. There, this is a cleanup also. It is under two different zoning districts, so the lot lines do not reflect the zoning. And so this is simply a cleanup of the zoning.
Are they going to combine them at some point? Or
Again, this is just a portion, and this is just the rezoning, so it'll be under the same zoning district.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez. Can we hear from the applicant?
Yes.
Hello, my name is Aaron Aceves. I am the engineer, owner, and also the applicant for this subject property. Any questions?
Questions? Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Again, this is a public hearing. I will open it up for the public. Public hearing for item number 10. If you're on the phone, star 6 to unmute. One more time, public hearing for item number 9. Number 10, I'm sorry. Star 6 to unmute. Hearing and seeing none, public comment is closed. Commissioners, number 10 is before us.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve item number 10, the rezoning. Any more discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All against? Motion carries. We now move to item number 12. For that, excuse me, for that we have Ms. Pettis.
Good afternoon, Chair and members of the Commission. Blanca Perez with Planning and Inspections. Item number 12 on the agenda is a special permit application for the subject property located at 911 Tay Street. The subject property is approximately .068 acres in size, and it's currently zoned A3 apartment. It currently has a single-family dwelling, which is proposed to be demolished to make a way for the new development. The applicant is requesting a special permit and detailed site development plan approval for an infill development with reductions to the average lot width and side yard setback for the proposed use of a quadruplex. The plan illustrates a two-story building, 26 feet 4 inches in height, with 4 dwelling units and totaling 3,017 square feet of gross floor area. Pedestrian access will be from Tay Street, while vehicular access will come through the alleyway. The property is also well served by transit with 4 bus stops within a 5-minute walk. This table shows the required dimensions and proposed modifications. For parking, under the new Senate Bill 840, multifamily projects require 1 space per unit, and infill development qualifies for a 50% reduction. The applicant is proposing 2 spaces out of the 4 required, which meets the allowed reduction. The detailed site development plan complies with all other applicable standards. These are the proposed building elevations, illustrating the overall height and the design of the project. And here you can see the proposed site plan superimposed on the aerial map for context. This is the existing condition of the site as viewed from Tay Street. Surrounding properties are consistent with multifamily development. To the north is a quadruplex, to the south and east are duplexes, and to the west is a single-family home, and all are zoned A3 apartment. The applicant notified 3 neighborhood associations, El Paso Central Business Association, Sunrise Civic Group, and the Southside Neighborhood Associations. Notices were also mailed to property owners within 300 feet on September 12, 2025, and to date, no comments in support or opposition have been received. With that, staff recommends approval of the special permit and detailed site development plan request. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Bettis. Commissioners, questions? I know you have some. I have 2 cars provided for, and 1 up front on the street for 4 houses there,
Yes, so they...
4 families.
Yes, the only 2 parking spaces that are provided are actually in the rear.
Right.
Mhm. As you can see here.
Okay. Any other questions? Thank you, Ms. Bettis. Can we hear from the representative?
Good afternoon. This is Nicholas Nakara from H&N Property Holdings. I'm here on the Zoom. Can you hear me all right?
Yes. Go ahead.
Are there any questions or?
Questions from Ms. Nakara? Everything's hunky-dory? Okay. Do you agree, Mr. Nakara, do you agree with staff?
Yes, sir. I agree.
Okay, thank you. So no questions. Thank you, sir. Again, this is a public hearing. Have to open it up to public hearing. It is now public hearing for item number 12. If you're on the phone, star 6 to unmute. One more time, public hearing, item number 12, star 6 to unmute. Hearing none, public comment is closed. Commissioners, number 12 is before us.
And motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve item number 12. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, and I will entertain one more motion.
Motion to adjourn.
You want to go? It's okay. You don't want to discuss it, I assume. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.